Point of no return, point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much, man. We done seen too much, man. We been through too much, man. We are experiencing too much. God done revealed himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim, SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised, so all you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you're fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word. Um, you the franchise, baby. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole got that song, Baby, you could bet the bank on me. Promise I'm gonna feel it like a tank on E. Like once you know that you the one that God has chosen to set aside an anointing to carry your family through, then it starts becoming a burden and it becomes, you know what I'm saying, a reward. It becomes your crown of life. It becomes your purpose for living in order to not only break yourself through, but break others through that's in your bloodline. So it's hard at first because people don't realize it, because it can seem like everything is about you. All the attention is on you. You're going through one thing after the other. And it just seems like you don't want the focus to be on nobody else, but it's not like that. Life is doing that. I never want the attention on me. I never wanted to be in front of the class. I never wanted to be the one that's speaking. I never wanted to be the quote unquote leader, but that was always the position that I was placed in, no matter what I was doing, no matter where I was at, school, Bible study, basketball teams, at work. I was always deemed the leader, you know what I'm saying? So, not realizing that everything that you go through in life, it prepares you for your big moment. It prepares you for your purpose, for God's promise over your life. But once you realize you're the franchise player, I just relax, you know what I mean? And I just kind of let the plan work itself out. For years, you've been telling your family members, you've been telling your friends, your loved ones, your close people that, what's taking place in your life and what God has been doing and the places that he want to take you. But it's been hard to see because of everything that you went through, you've been going through in your life personally. So it's hard to see the rainbow when you're still in the storm. But now your storm is starting to recede and people are starting to see the light that remains over your life, you know what I mean? And it's a cool thing because you're going to see people rally around you harder than they ever have. You're going to see people support you and root for you in ways that you thought that wasn't in existence, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's so hateful, everybody's so reluctant to give praise and to give respect where it's due, you know what I'm saying? Even when you think somebody dope, when you think somebody nice at what they do, people limited on how they show their gratitude and affection for these people because they don't want to get caught being a fan, you know what I'm saying? A friend as needed, that's what I call a fan, you know what I mean? It's only people that you use when you know you got something going. And if you ain't got nothing going and if you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to be bothered these people. So fans, friends as needed. No, I want family. I need family. Friends is cool, but eventually, I want to be friends so long that you just become part of my family. But you're going to have a lot of people, a lot of sponsors, a lot of endorsers, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Just silent partners that's willing to help you in this dream. And that's exactly where you want to be in life. And, you just do right by these people. When you taking money, when you taking opportunity, when you taking something that somebody else has worked hard for, you want to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. You want to make sure that you execute. You want to make sure that the product that you have to show people is worth the time and the trouble and everything that you've been through, because you don't want to have people going through all this and then they get your product and it's mediocre. They get your product and it's average. They get your product and it's underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want to do in life, whatever you're trying to do, you got to go 110%, and you got to make sure that you leave a lasting impression that is never forgotten. You want to make sure that people continue to talk about you, continue to mention your name, continue to bring you up, even when you're not in the room, even when you're not in around. But yeah, so it's just weird just going from being that black sheep, being that outcast, to now being that favorite, that favorite again. It's a weird thing, and you can't trip off the power. You can't trip off the newfound attention. You can't trip off the newfound prestige and the fame and celebrity. You got to keep being humble and keep being yourself, because that's what's going to keep you successful. That's what's going to make you successful, is being able to relate to the common man and the common woman. A lot of people get what they're looking for in life, and then they change. They get so out of touch with reality that people don't have a way to relate with you anymore, and therefore you lose bases with the core and the foundation that made you who you are. So in order for you to keep this thing, man, you just gotta be able to receive these blessings, be able to receive these victories, and still be okay. You still gotta be straight. You still can't let these things get to your head. You still can't become arrogant and nonchalant. Like, you gotta stay hungry, you gotta stay after it, you gotta stay with it, because it ain't enough to do something one time. No, man, I want to be able to do this over and over again. And that's what make a franchise, because they done found a product, they done found a recipe, they done found, you know what I'm saying, something that they could patent, something that they could basically put in the science, and they could give you the same result every time. So no matter if you go to, you know what I'm saying, to McDonald's in Minnesota, or you go to McDonald's in Maryland, you know what I'm saying, it should pretty much still taste the same, just because of the way that they have established themselves and the consistency that they've come with. You know what I'm saying? They got a real recipe that works. You know what I'm saying? So God has brought you to the side. He has brought you through all these corridors. He's brought you through this long journey, all these winding roads, just so you could perfect your recipe, meaning perfect who you are. So now that you know that you're him, you can just sit back and chill. Like I say, I'm not an aggressive person. I'm a passionate person, but I'm not aggressive. You know what I mean? I'm only aggressive when I have to, when I need to be. But I'm very passionate, and I'm very vocal, and I'm very emphatic, and I'm very expressive about things, people, and places that I truly, truly enjoy, love, and thoroughly enjoy talking about and being around. Like, I'm very passionate, you know, when it comes to just people, places, and things that I love. But as you become who you're supposed to become, that aggression kind of goes down, because if you know you're the man and you know you're the woman, you know, and when you standing in any room, you ain't got to get up and pop your, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get up and flex. You ain't got to get up and make yourself be known. You kind of let yourself speak for yourself. You let your work speak for itself. When you come in a room, like, people notice you. You ain't even got to talk. You ain't even got to do nothing. It's just the way that you look. It's the way that you smile. It's the way that you dress. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's the way that you look at life. Like, people could see in your eyes that you don't even look at life the same way as other people. You feel me? So you just becoming the franchise. You becoming a pot that everybody throwing in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody betting it all on you. You know what I'm saying? So God is going to make sure that you become the person that you're supposed to become. He's going to make sure that you accomplish these things that you are supposed to accomplish. He's going to make sure that you capture the vision that he's given you. And he's going to make sure that you follow through with these dreams, these goals, and aspirations, because there's so many people depending on you. Like, you're inspiring so many people, whether you see it or not, whether you hear it or not. You know what I mean? You influencing people to do good and to do well, and you're showing them that you can have a blessed life from doing this. You're showing people that you don't have to get out here and be on the dark web. You ain't got to be out here in these streets. You ain't got to be out here slaving for corporate America. You ain't got to be out here just settling and just being unhappy in life in order to make something out of yourself, in order to have a few coins, in order to have some accesses and some privilege, in order to have some comfort and some luxury. You ain't got to do all that. All you got to do is just be you and just stay yourself, and then everything is coming to you. Your gravitational pull, your magnetic pull is stronger than ever right now. You know what I mean? And that's why you've been having so much confrontation and opposition coming your way, because they can't help. They so attracted to you, and so attracted to your light, so attracted to your purpose, so attracted to the promise that God got over your life. They can't help it. You feel me? It's like Frodo with the ring. Everybody want the ring. Everybody want, you know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody can't handle that power. Everybody can't handle that responsibility. Everybody can't handle being in charge of a household and still keep things together. Shit, look at people having a hard time just running their house. You know what I'm saying? So think about, if you got to take care of other families, you got to take care of other households, other incomes. You got to make sure that people getting on this plane. You got to make sure that people making it here. You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot what you're embarking on, but you got the temperament for it. You got the personality for it. I know when I was a supervisor, man, I was the coolest supervisor. I ain't just saying it like, nah, I really meant that, because I went out my way to make sure my workers were straight. Like, I would ask them if I had a female worker, and her husband was in the military, so he would be only off on certain weekends. So, man, I made sure that I made sure that her weekends that she was off was the same weekends, you know what I'm saying? She got with her husband. She ain't have to come ask or come beg. And I'm not making nobody do anything that they not supposed to do in order to get something that they need. You know what I'm saying? I will make sure that things was fair. I will make sure that, you know, certain people on the overtime, that I would go to them first. You know, just little things, remembering what people favorite colors is, and you know what I'm saying, just their birthday, just little things in order to show them like, hey, I don't just care about you as a worker because you're doing good for this job. I care about you as a person. I care about you more as a person because outside of this clock, I want you to be the happiest. It don't matter what you do when you come to this job. I want to make sure that when you go home, you still happy and you still have peace and you still have joy and you still have an outlook, you know, about the future that's gonna keep you getting up every day and going after it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of supervisor I were, and that's the type of person you're gonna be when you get your company, when you get your squad, when you get your team that's underneath you. You feel me? Like, you gonna treat them like partners. You're gonna treat them like family. Like, it's not gonna be one of them things where you using your position to belittle anybody, to put nobody down, to flex on nobody, to high side. No, you using your position to make things better for everybody. And while other people gonna be fancy and, you feel me, showing it out and bling bling, and you know what I'm saying, you gonna have the most money and have the most everything, but still be able to blend into the crowd, because you don't it's not about the outwardly things, it's not about the material things, it's about being good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just look good, I want to be good, and as long as I am good, then I know that the treasures and everything that I need is already inside of me. So everything that I get out here, that's just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be right on the inside. I wanted to conquer my fears and conquer my past and just get over some things that was hanging me up and keeping me from reaching my full potential. So once I got that, I was like, nah, I'm the man. Like, you feel me? But it took a while to get there, because you look around at your reality and you still getting the same treatment. People still talking to you the same way, everything. But you got to look at it like, it's even more so, the disrespect come even more so because of who you didn't turn out to be. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, like I say, they trying to get their name off you. They trying to get their respect off you. They trying to get they thing going off bringing you down. You know what I'm saying? They trying to come up off bringing you down. So you just got to remain the boss. You got to remain quiet. You got to remain let rumors be rumors. You got to let people make these empty threats. As long as nobody coming for you, as long as it's not pertinent or an emergency, you just got to look at people and laugh and just ignore people. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a different type of beast. So you got to take compassion, and you got to take special consideration for the weak and for the ignorant, and for the fool and for the baby and for the woman and for the child. Like, you got to take special consideration, and you just got to understand at all times who you are and the power that you hold and that you have, man. So like I say, you are the franchise. Everybody betting on you. Now it's your chance. This your opportunity. So you can't get up here and stink it up. You can't get up here and fail. You can't get up here and choke. You can't get up here and have a no-show, a no-call. You got to get up here and knock it out the park. You really got to get up here and show out, because everybody's been talking about you. Everybody, see my cousin, my brother, my uncle, my son, everybody been bragging on you. So now when you come back out and God reintroduce you to the world, you about to blow people out their seats. You about to blow people out their socks, bro, because it's like they don't understand the amount of talent and blessings and gifts and abilities that you have, along with this purpose, along with this message, along with this testimony. You got so many cool ways to express it, and people don't understand until they see you in that world, until they see you in your element. So now you're about to get an opportunity to bring people into your world. You know what I'm saying? You've been compromised and you've been sharing other people's world with them, but people haven't had a chance to kind of come in and see what you do and see what you good at and see what you love. So now you're about to get them a taste, give them a dose of your reality. So I think a lot of people just about to be surprised about all that you are. So it's a good thing, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a lot of smiles, a lot of happy tears, a lot of hugs, a lot of moments where you realize that you done it, that you done made it, that you done broke through, that you done did the things that God put on your heart and put on your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep going, stay the course. But like I said, God didn't show them. He didn't show them. He didn't show your friends. He didn't show your family. Like, nah, you the one. So your family and your friends, they're going to help you get to where you need to be. So when you get there, just make sure you look out. Make sure you look out. Make sure you bless people. Make sure you just be extra generous, because going through this storm and going through this journey in life, people didn't have to be there. People didn't have to be by your side. People didn't have to pick up the phone. People didn't have to give you anything. You know what I'm saying? So just understanding that people chose out the kindness of their heart in order to help you and get you to where you are, to sustain you during your days of droughts and your seasons of famine. You know what I'm saying? And now that you get back well and you get back right and you get back straight, take care of them. You feel me? But you the franchise, bro. You the franchise. So just understand, you hold that with pride and you poke your chest out. You know what I'm saying? All these things bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? So we don't stress out. You know what I'm saying? We just get better. We just rise to the occasion. We don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? We just get it done. We know that no matter what we got going on in our life, it don't matter. You know, people expect us to be you and to get things done and to do what only you could do. So God is the only person that can provide you with the strength, the mental fortitude, the focus, the faith and belief, and the courage that you need in order to get these things done. So just continue to be. And right now, literally, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Till next time, you the franchise, baby.